Washington softball is star-studded this season, and we've got a lot to look forward to. But they've got a star-studded past as well. I'm Michaela Chester for NCAA.com, and today I am going to give you an all-time lineup for the Washington Huskies, the best player at every position. Well, there were a few right answers for every position, but let's give it a go anyways. Starting at first base, we've got Nakia Williams, a two-time All-American and three-time All-Pac-12 player. Williams was not just a freshman on the 2009 Women's College World Series team. She was named to the Women's College World Series All-Tournament team after setting World Series record for RBIs in a game and series. She also tied the World Series record with 3 home runs on the week, a 2-run shot, a 3-run shot, and a grand slam. In her World Series debut, she was hitting in the number 9 spot and blasted a 2-run game-winning home run in the 4th inning. She put together a marvelous career at Washington after that as well. At second, we've got Sara Pickering, who is literally number 1 on several Washington all-time records, was inducted into the Husky Hall of Fame, and is one of the best athletes to go through Washington. She still stands as the NCAA career leader in doubles with 91, and she still holds the UW career record in games played, games started, hits, doubles, and sacrifice flies. She finished her career with 318 hits. At third, we've got a pretty recent player, Taylor Van Zee, who also ranks in the top 10 at Washington in batting average and hits, and is 4th all-time in runs scored and 2nd in history in doubles. She was a big part of that 2018 Women's College World Series team and set the Husky record for career postseason hits. Now let's move on to shortstop, and Washington is stacked at shortstop. Ali Aguilar, Jamie Clark, Ashley Charters, Jen Salling, and now there's Sis Bates on the current roster? Are you kidding me? I did some moving around to include as many as I could and ultimately came down to choosing between Aguilar and Charters. Aguilar, a stronger power hitter, and Charters, a stronger average hitter with some more all-around padded stats. You literally could pick either one and not be wrong. I'm going to go with Charters on this one, who is 2nd all-time at UW in batting average and 2nd all-time in hits with 315. She leads UW in career triples and career stolen bases and was a 3-time All-American as a Husky. Shall I keep going? She was twice named to the Women's College World Series All-Tournament team in 2009 and 2007, won a national championship, and was named the team's offensive MVP in that champ year. I couldn't not take the offensive MVP for the only Washington championship team. For utility, this choice was pretty easy because Becky Newbury was a utility player in the truest sense. She started at every position on the field except pitcher during her 4-year career. Even more impressive, she was originally a walk-on and ended up hitting .436 in her senior season and was the program's first ever 3-time All-American. She was a 4-time All-Pac-12 player and is the UW career triples record holder. Behind the plate, we've got Kristen Rivera, so you can check off power hitter off the list for this all-time roster. Rivera is Washington's only 4-time All-American, a 2-time Pac-10 Player of the Year, and the UW career record holder for home runs with 79 and slugging percentage. In the outfield, we've got Jamie Clark, who, yes, spent a lot of time at shortstop, but also played a season in the outfield. Clark is a 3-time All-American, 4-time All-Pac-12, and the UW career RBI record holder, and she is 2nd in UW history in home runs, slugging percentage, and runs scored. Next, we've got Angie Martzetta, the program's very first All-American and first inductee to the Husky Hall of Fame. She only played for 2 seasons, but she has the season records for .472 batting average, 94 hits, and 59 stolen bases. Our last outfielder is Kylie Loness, who was All-Pac-12 all 4 years. Loness had a perfect fielding percentage in her senior season, and on top of that, she was pretty good at hitting it out of the park as well. She ranks 4th at Washington in career home runs. And lastly, our pitchers. Don't worry, Danielle Lawrie is absolutely on this lineup. Lawrie is one of the best pitchers in college softball history and won the Honda Award for Softball Player of the Year twice in consecutive years. Lawrie was inducted into the Husky Hall of Fame, and she holds the career record in wins, strikeouts, shutouts, appearances, starts, complete games, and innings pitched. Lastly, our second pitcher on this roster is Jennifer Speediacci, who helped lead Washington to 4 straight Women's College World Series appearances. This Hall of Famer was a Pac-10 Pitcher of the Year and Honda Award nominee in 2000, and she leads all of Washington in career ERA. That will do it. Who would be on your Washington all-time roster? Keep up with the current Husky stars on NCAA.com and NCAA Softball Social.